Uh, Respected dear youngsters, welcome another day. We are together to study Bhagavad Gita, to study Valmiki Ramayana, to study the common sense thought, to do our Vedic chantings, to do our prayers. So many things every day we are doing to tune all our faculties towards the divine, to integrate each of them, to control every one of them, to master every one of them. All these are the chances given by us for ourselves, for our own becoming prepared for great performances and great achievements for ourselves and the world at large. None of these classes are without purpose, nor to waste your or my time. Each of them have the divine purpose behind them. So, welcome you all for today's class also. So, as every day, before we start our 1, 2, 3, 4 programs, the first one is our general common sense thought. Today's discussion will be based on Makara Sankranti. I really congratulate you all on this most auspicious divine day. Today is Makara Sankranti, celebrated all over the country, different states in a beautiful, different ways. Pongal it is called in Tamil Nadu, Lohri etc. in Punjab, Sankranti in Andhra, Karnataka, everywhere it is done, even in Maharashtra etc. So गुजरात में है ना उत्तरायण कहते उत्तरायण बोलते हैं वहाँ great it is. So what is this Sankranti is first is a spiritual meaning we will see. So Samyak Kranti, that is called Samkranti. Okay, Kranti has two meanings. One is crossing. The crossing word English fellow has stolen from Kranti only. Kramanam. Like Trivikrama. तीनों लोकों में भगवान ने क्रमण किया पार किया. Second thing is Kranti means revolution. Krantikari. Bhagat Singh. Okay, here Bhagavan Surya also on today's day does the special Kranti. Revolution also and crossing also. Both of them are in one. What is it? Till today, Bhagavan Surya was going towards Dakshina Marga, southern hemisphere, Dakshina Ayana. Now he is doing a revolution of coming and moving in the right direction, sorry, the northern direction, the northern hemisphere, the Uttarayana. That is why Bhagavan Surya's Makara Rashi Sankramanam coming in the Uttarayana Marga starts from today, therefore Makara Sankranti. Okay, second is what? Because of this happening in the Bhugola, we can see the whole country also everywhere a different type of atmosphere felt from today. Isn't it? Minds are fresh, active, dynamic, ready to undertake anything, do the things. Prakriti also cooperates, not like a too cold few days back, not rainy before that, not too summery before that. Beautiful weather it is. That's why all the fruits, flowers, vegetables, everything is great. Because of which, even the plants, animals, birds, all of them are chirping, enjoying this time till again summer comes. So this is how the Uttarayana outside also brings beautiful weather. In the heart also correspondingly, in the body also, there is health, there is energy. Therefore, any tougher the sadhanas practices we undertake, in these times, because everything is cooperating, we will be able to perform them and accomplish them. That is why, right from the starting of constructing the house, Graha Nirmana se lekar, starting your new companies, jobs, getting married, every of these things will start in this Uttarayana Kala. Okay. For you and me also, spiritually seen, this being such a beautiful time. Excel yourself in your academics, in professions, equally without any compromise. Spiritually also, let us do more study, do more contemplation, meditation, do more and get more understandings, and get more subtle experiences. Whoever tries, they will be blessed. That is the idea of Sankranti. Okay. That is the main meaning of Sankramanam, Sankranti. Lord, Northern Hemisphere, Uttarayana is going on. It is a very Punya Kala. It is in an Adhyatmika way also can be seen like this. It's a beautiful inner and outer atmospheres. Heart is filled with joy, inspiration, enthusiasm, balance in the weather, excellent oxygen everywhere. Oh, सब बढ़िया रहता है इस टाइम में. Okay, because of this only, historically also in our Puranas, Itihasas, so many great things have started during this Kala. Hmm. It is said that this is the Uttarayana day wherein Ganga Maya having uh, given moksha to the Bhagirath Santa, sorry, Sagara Putras. Today is the day she has gone and merged in Ganga Sagar. That is the one story told about it. Second is, for this day only Bhishmacharya was waiting. Uttarayana Samaya. He wanted to leave the body at this time so that he will get the moksha pada. Even though that is so, he doesn't leave body immediately because he had to teach so many things to Yudhishthira. वो सब करके after a few more days, maybe a month or so, he will leave the body and become one with that Paramatma. Then in the Rama's Kala, in the Krishna's Kala, even before that, the Makar Sankranti festival is celebrated in so many ways. Dana Adi, doing charity, considered to be giving so much of benefits in today's day. So to any of the Devatas Upasana also, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva or Devi Mata gives more dividends on today's day. Harvesting time also it is. So that is how in every place in the world, country, so Vishesh Dakshina, you can see there where I am staying now. Every house has got such a beautiful rangolis made. Wherever we go, especially the villages, etc. तो भरे रहते हैं. Then there is a celebration for the cows and bulls. Everywhere feeding is done. Haridasas come, they are given with dhanam. Then the bulls come, they are also given all the food given. So, yesterday was one festival of burning away all the past, that is Lori Vagara, Bhogi. Today is the beginning of a fresh new day for greater undertakings, greater performances, and greater achievements. So, that way, today is most auspicious Sankranti. Children celebrate flying the kites and all. Is all very good. Sri Ramji also पतंग उड़ाया करके ऐसे लिखे कहीं. Somebody said I heard about it. So that's how every festival is renewing our uh, dedication, commitment to our given goal and chosen spiritual goal with more fervor and more dynamism, not getting lost in distractions, not getting lost in the nidra adi. Keep on performing, keep on achieving for yourself first, to the world second, then again for yourself for spiritual achievements. You have to go on being dynamic, being a great performer. That is what is the every festival teaches us, especially this Sankranti also. So that way, I wish you all a very happy Makara Sankranti today. That way, Surya every month goes from one Rashi to the other. But this is special because totally from the southern to northern is coming. Just like Shivaratri. Every day there is Shivaratri, but the main Maha Shivaratri where Bhagwan Shiva Avirbhava Samaya, that considered to be the main Shivaratri of all. So anyway, knowing the Surya's change, our ancient people celebrated that he is coming towards the northern side and found all the auspiciousness outside and inside and took lot of initiatives of great things and they achieved it. They taught us same. Many a times we always wait for conducive inner and outer atmospheres to do something and achieve something. For such people, this Sankrant is a glorious, grand, great occasion. If they can recognize it, if they can encash it. Thank God these things come every year. Even if one year missed, other years we have to keep on doing. That's the glory of Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma. By the time you forget one festival and its celebration, another festival comes and you enjoy in it, become divine. By the time that is over, another festival comes. Again, we become active, dynamic. In that way, not allowing us to become tamasic or selfish or indulgent oriented, always tuned to the prakriti, to the divinity, and be in good relation with others. Keep yourself also physically, mentally intact. For all these purposes, लगातार एक के बाद एक त्योहार only in Hinduism they are there. Thank God we are born here, we belong to it. May we cherish being so. Thank you. Now all of you must be waiting for Ram Mandir. Today is 15th January 2024. Then next today's day, Monday, 22nd January 2024, our Sri Ram Prana Pratishtha is going to happen. Enjoy it. You can go there anytime, never mind, don't be bound by anything. राम जी आगे तो हमेशा रहेंगे, जब कभी होगा अवकाश अवसर, go and see the darshan, have the darshan. Okay. Having said so, now let us come to our four activities. First Sankalpa, Om Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Ashyam Shubhadito Mamupat, Samasta Duridakshay Dwara, Shri Parameshwara Priptyartham, Parabrahmana Shrutimatu, Samasta Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya, Acharyanam, Rishinam, Gurunam, Devatanam, Krupa Anugrahena, Upanishadukta, Brahmatmaki Modasiddhyartham, Purane Itihasokta, Bhagavad Bhagavata Rishamana Guru Devata, Darshana Anugrahan Bhava Praptyartham, Sanatana Dharma Svaidika Indava, संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायिनां शास्त्राणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत् परम्परायाः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्वशांति कल्याण एकता पूर्वाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये कङ्कणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां सेवकानां भक्तानां साधकानां श्रेयभिलाषिणां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधना नाम प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य दिग्विजयार्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां समस्त युवानां च संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मभक्ति परमात्मभक्ति शास्त्रभक्ति गुरुभक्ति देवताभक्ति देशभक्ति सनातन भक्ति धर्म भक्ति सेवा भक्ति माता पितृभक्ति उद्योग भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना मध्ये शांति मंत्राणाम् उच्चारणं वेद मंत्र पारायणं गीता त्रयोदशोऽध्यायस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि रामायण बालकांड प्रथम सर्गस्य पारायणं श्रीरामचंद्र स्वामिनः दिव्य गुणानाम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं रामचरित्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम 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 ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री gurave namaha. Friends, that's how we did our first thing, second thing, third one. Now Taittiriya Brahmana Parayanam. ओमत श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणस्य पारायणं प्रथमाष्टकं तृतीय प्रपाठकः एकविंशतितम मंत्राद् आरभ्य. Give that 5 minutes, revel in this Vedic chanting, listening. My dearest youngsters, take a commitment that you will also start chanting at home and master at least a few suktams and shanti mantras. Some chants from Gita, some Niti Vakyas, some slokas from Bhagavad Ramayanam, Gita, and then some Veda mantras. You must know by heart with meaning, which will always keep you inspired. I to suggest you, Veda, on today's Sankranti day, you can start. आएगा ना का टारगेट लगा के these shlokas of Gita I learned by 1 month. These stotras which Swamiji taught I learned the other shlokas before. I spoke to you on 300 above shlokas every day one. You remember those our earlier days of Gita? तो उसको मैं सीखूंगा ऐसा संकल्प लेना चाहिए. ओके, नाउ लेट अस डू. ओम तस्माद्वाजपेय याजी पूतो मेध्यो दक्षिण्यः प्राजुद्रवति सोमग्रहैः अमुमेव तैलोकमभिजयति प्रत्यङ्सराग्रहैः इममेव तैर्लोकमविजयति प्रतिष्ठन्ति सोमग्रहैः यावदेव सत्यं तेन सूयते वाजसृद्भ्यः सुराग्रहान् हरन्ते अनृते नैव विषगं सगं सृजति हिरण्यपात्रं मधोः पूर्णं ददाति मदव्योसानीति एकदा ब्रह्मण उपहरते एकदैव यजमान आयुस्तेजो ददाति आप्त्वा वरुन्धे सोमः शमलं यत्सुराह्यः सैन्यं व्यतिषजति व्यावर्तयति सृजति चत्वारि च ब्रह्मवादिनो वदन्ते नाग्निष्टोमो नोक्तः न षोडशी नातिरात्रः अत कस्माद्वा जपे ये सर्वे यज्ञक्रतवो वरुध्य त इति पशुभिरिति ब्रूयात् आग्नेयं पशुमालभते अग्निष्टोममेव तेनावरुन्धे ऐन्द्राग्नेनोक्त्यम् ऐन्द्रेण षोडशिनस्तो त्रं सारस्वत्यातिरात्रं मारुत्या बृहत् सोत्रम् एतावन्तो वै यज्ञक्रतवः तान् पशुभिरेवावरुन्धे आत्मानमेव स्पृणोत्यग्निष्टोमेन प्राणापानाव्युक्तेन वीर्यगं षोडशिन स्तोत्रेण वाचमतिरात्रेण प्रजां बृहतस्तोत्रेण इममेव लोकमविजयत्यग्निष्टोमेन अन्तरिक्षमुक्तेन सुवर्गं लोकगं षोडशिन स्तोत्रेण देवयानानेव पथ आरोहत्यतिरात्रेण नाकगं रोहति बृहतस्तोत्रेण तेज एवात्मं दत्त आग्नेयेन पशुना ओजोबलमैन्द्राग्नेन इन्द्रियमैन्द्रेण वाचकं सारस्वत्या उभावेव देवलोकं च मनुष्यलोकं चाभिजयति मारुत्या वशया सप्तदश प्राजापत्यान् पशूना लभते सप्तदश प्रजापतेः प्रजापतेराप्त्यै श्यामा एकरूपा भवन्ते एवमिव हि प्रजापतिः समृद्ध्यै तान् पर्यग्निकृतानुत्सृजते मरुतो यज्ञमजिगागं सन् प्रजापतेः तेभ्य एतां मारुतिं वशामालभत तयैवैनानशयमयत् मारुत्या प्रचर्य एतान् संज्ञपयेत् मरुत एव शमयित्वा ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. This is our everyday simple effort of trying to make the chanting of Veda mantras, and very, very delightful it is. Now come to our fourth topic of the day, Srimad Bhagavad Gita Adhyayanam. We are into the Jnana Shatkam, first chapter. In total, 13th chapter, almost towards the end. 6-7 shlokas are left. Name of the 13th chapter is Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. What it means is, by studying this Shastra under the guidance of the Guru for many, many times, clearly understand that all miseries, bondages or because I, the Purusha, am caught up in the Prakriti. I, the Jnaya, caught up in the Jagatu. I, the Kshetrajna, caught up in the Kshetra. In my ignorance and ignorance related, ignorance leading delusion, and delusion leading variety of practices done for so long. Then, through the various sadhanas indicated, slowly withdraw yourself from the Prakriti, from the Kshetra, and remain as Purusha and Kshetrajna, that is moksha. Just like a child, when he joins first day of the class, he doesn't know alphabets, or he doesn't know the 1 2 3 4 numbers, कुछ नहीं पता उसको. But 7 8 years when he studies, all the knowledges come. In the same way, we have just now entered into this spiritual study. We are nomads. We are just novices, children only in a play school. But you and I, when we continuously study this way, Shastras, Gita, Upanishads, again and again, this knowledge, which for which we are alien so far, we get. What is the knowledge? The knowledge of why the bondage, why liberation. We being Hindus, we being Sanatana Dharmi, the Sanatana Dharma called as Paramatma is our goal. That is why we called ourselves as Sanatana Dharmi. And from the Sanatana Kala to reach to that Paramatma, whatever the lifestyle that is given are called Sanatana Dharmas, both worldly and spiritual activities. That is why also we are called Sanatana Dharmins. These things we'll get understanding slowly. At the same time, then we know what we were living earlier of running in this world for so many things and unfulfilled desires, so much disappointment, dejections, all are out of my murkhata, my delusion, my bevakufi. I myself come to know. Then I withdraw from all of that. The dukkha nivritti happens. Remember, when I withdraw from the world prakriti, dukkha nivritti happens. When I identify the Purusha, the Sukha Prapti happens. All our Shastras are meant for that. And you being your academically getting educated, professionally involving the world, thinking, earning the money, indulging in the world alone is real life. That way, totally we are misguided through our education system by our parents and everybody, because they themselves don't know that we as a human being have all capacities to get liberated by knowing the truth. That education is not there. Therefore, the most essential thing appears to be meaningless, and useful things appear, and useless things appear to be useful. Like, all the movies, all the technology. Why? How it should work for? It should work for the integration of society, beautification, purification. But then, how many programs are such which destroy our minds, our relations? How many are useful? 95 to 98% are destructive, 2-3% only useful. Just like it happens there, so too in our life, we were living that life. Let us change. But all these understandings can't be given to you by me or anyone in one go. कन्वे कर नहीं पाते, इसलिए आपसे यही रिक्वेस्ट होता है हमेशा, बी रेगुलर, वंस यू एंटर्ड स्पिरिचुअल स्टडीज पाथ, नेवर गिव अप थ्रू आउट लाइफ. Through that everyday listen, everyday think, everyday study only, that knowledge comes to us. Like any science, physics, chemistry, आप daily पढ़ कर ही you become that engineer. Here also. Okay. So 13th chapter का essence was that. So prakriti, purusha, kshetra, kshetrajna, jnana, jnaya, exhaustively told. Along with that, how to identify with the jnaya, with kshetrajna, purusha, the 5 sadhanas were told. Dhyanena, Sankhena, Yogena, Karma Yogena, Shrutva Anyabhya. As if it is not sufficient, the summary of all of that, as if most powerful sloka, 28th also is a. Do you remember that? 28th wala, 29th wala. 28th was the sadhana, 29th was the phala. When we do that, the sadhana. Sadhana karne se jo phal milta hai. Now, what is the sadhana? Let us do from here. What I will do is 28 to 29. एक एक बार पढ़ेंगे. टुडे श्लोक ऑफ द 30th 4 बार पढ़ेंगे. Then we will discuss, not at length but little bit today. Let us start. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Gita Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः. क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ विभाग योगः. अष्टाविंशति एकोनत्रिंशतितमौ श्लोकौ श्रीभगवानुवाच. समं सर्वेषु भूतेषु तिष्ठन्तं परमेश्वरं विनश्यत्स्व विनश्यन्तं यः पश्यति स पश्यति. वन्स मोर. समं सर्वेषु भूतेषु तिष्ठन्तं परमेश्वरं विनश्यत्स्व विनश्यन्तं यः पश्यति स पश्यति. नेक्स्ट. समं पश्यन् हि सर्वत्र समवस्थितमीश्वरं न हि नस्त्यात्मनात्मानं ततो याति परां गतिम्. समं पश्यन् हि सर्वत्र समवस्थितमीश्वरं न हि नस्त्यात्मनात्मानं ततो याति परां गतिम्. Now 30th श्लोक. प्रकृत्यैव च कर्माणि, प्रकृत्यैव च कर्माणि, प्रकृत्यैव च कर्माणि, प्रकृत्यैव च कर्माणि क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः, क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः, क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः, क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः. यः पश्यति तथात्मानं, यः पश्यति तथात्मानं, यः पश्यति तथात्मानं, यः पश्यति तथात्मानं अकर्तारं स पश्यति, अकर्तारं स पश्यति, अकर्तारं स पश्यति, अकर्तारं स पश्यति. टुगेदर. श्री भगवानुवाच. प्रकृत्यैव च कर्माणि क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः यः पश्यति तथात्मानम् अकर्तारं स पश्यते. Again, प्रकृत्यैव च कर्माणि क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः यः पश्यति तथात्मानम् अकर्तारं स पश्यति. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Be careful, be conscious, be alert. Okay. First, the literal meaning of verse 28. What was the main thought there? Yaha pashyati sapashyati. The one who has developed this vision, drishti, by listening, by contemplating, and on the seat of meditation as an experience. He alone is the one who has seen, who has done, who has got. What is to be seen, done, and gained. What is that? Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parameshwaram vinashyatsu avinashyantam. This is what is the challenge to us to recognize, to visualize, to experience. What is that? That which is samam remains all the time same without going through any modification. Then sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam. That which is there in the samarupena in all the beings. And then Parama Ishwaram. For all the beings, is the supreme ruler and controller by being their substratum or the self, technically called as Sat Chit Atma. सत्यम ज्ञानम और सच्चिद आत्मा बनकर सबका आत्मा बनकर सबका परम ईश्वर वाला जो है. The one who sees him, he alone is seeing. So to yah pashyati, vinashyatsu avinashyantam. The one who is able to recognize that Parameshwara who is avinashyantam, non-changing, non-modifying, non-destroying, when everything else is changing, modifying and destroyed. We gave you the example of golden ornaments, water and waves and all of that. This is the challenge to us. I know, seeing the gross world, taking it as real, living life like anybody else with all gross desires. Anybody, any fool can do that. But then studying these deep sublime shastras, hmm, then recognizing the said truth in them is not an ordinary effort or achievement. Possible only to the genius who are so regular in the study of the shastras. Okay. It's all deep inquiry. Like, when your mother says, Beta jaake dukaan saman le aao. You and like a buffalo sitting in front of TV, four times mother tells her, you have not even registered it. Only when you're withdrawn from that nonsense, because you have some love for your mother and respect for her, then you listen. Amma, what did you say again? Repeat. Arey, go to the shop and bring these 5, 6 things. So then consciously you listen. So mother is telling me to go to the market. Then this milk she wants to bring. These vegetables required. Other thing. Then you take the bag, take the money, go to his shop, bargain, get it. In the same way, when our minds are totally lost in the worldly things, what our shastras are shouting, we are doing the classes every day. We don't even register it. Like we don't register when mother says go to shop and bring something. When you withdraw from the nonsense what we are doing and have respect to Shruti Mata, she is saying something, then we will start listening. In that listening, one by one details that are given, every one of them we carefully listen. Like mother, vegetables will be lay out. Then you ask which other things I have to bring. Then the other thing she says fruits, कौन से फल लाऊं? तो तुम वही चीज के लिए you go to that shop. See how clear you are. In the same way, your mother is calling, your Shruti Mata is calling. Mother is telling you to bring all vegetables going market. Shruti Mata is telling to go inside your own heart market and create all your divine qualities, create all your abilities to study the Shastra, gain the knowledge, and then do your own sadhana, get yourself liberated. And today's youngsters, stupid fellows, they don't even know which vegetable is what, which dal is what. They even don't know how to make coffee, tea, and all. Job ready made. especially the girls. They don't know mothers destroy them by not teaching them any to cooking, etc. Boys are nice. कम से कम बनाते हैं आजकल कुछ. I am seeing it, therefore I am telling. If I am wrong, you can correct me. I am ready to get corrected. Nothing known. In the same way, nothing of the spirituality we know. Living like buffalo. Many of us don't even know how to chant the mantras, how to know the meaning. But when you attend, like you have respect for your mother and do what she says. Respect Shruti Mata, Bharata Mata, Sanatan Dharma. Then listen to these things. Be clear about it. So what is said particularly now in this mantra? There is some pure substratum, the real Paramatma. In the experience of him is the liberation from all limitation. Whenever you say liberation from bondage only, it is always. Bondage is always of the dukkha. Dukkha comes as long as we are conditioned and limited by anything. The self being unconditional, unlimited, there is no dukkha, therefore there is no bondage, that's called as moksha. So there is some entity that we should be able to first intellectually understand, then on the seat of meditation, through meditation, first in our own heart, we have to realize it. Same thing we will see everywhere. So the 4, 5 pointers are given here, like the earlier sadhanas are told of dhyana in atmani. What is the dhyana? This is what. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parama ishwaram vinashyatsu avinashyantam ya pashyati sa pashyati. Aina? Like samam. One by one we see. What is the samam in me first of all, in all my jagra swapna sushupti, and in my jagrat in all experiences? Is not the consciousness in me? And is not this consciousness in me? Is same consciousness in all beings, including birds, animals, even the tree? The consciousness expresses as various activities and wisdom depending on the upadhis, the indriyas and the karana. So, in all beings like the trees and plants, those indriyas are not there. Therefore, consciousness is not expressing as a knower doer. That doesn't mean consciousness is not there. So, that is there and it is samaha. One answer is given. Now, search out that. Discover the identity with the consciousness in you. How do you do that? When whatever that consciousness is illuminating, instead of attending to that, if you focus on to consciousness itself, you become that. That is how it is recognized as me. That is the meaning of pashyantam here. Yeah, pashyati sapashyati. That's the meaning of pashyati. Okay. Second is sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam. Is it not, as I told you, from the smaller than the smallest insect to Brahmadeva also, sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam, this pure consciousness existence is always there. Second condition is fulfilled. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam. Third one, why is called Parameshwara? Because if that consciousness is not there, if the pure existence is not there, I don't even exist. When I don't exist, how do I perform and achieve? That is why that Shuddha consciousness existence is called as supreme ruler governor, called as Parama Ishvara. Explained. Yesterday also I told, the day before also, but the subject being very important, today also we are touching once more. Fourth one is easy, important. Vinashyatsu avinashyantam. Like I told you, the childhood got destroyed. Then the youthhood came. But did my consciousness, which was there in childhood, get destroyed? No. So too, the youthhood born. With the youthhood, the consciousness is not born. So to youthhood dies, middle age comes. Consciousness never dies and is never born. So to middle age dies and old age comes. You understood now? Vinashyatsu avinashyantam. Here vinashyu means asti jayate vardate viparinimate apakshete vinashyati. All the shed vikaras which are happening in the prakriti, when they happen, that principle to which all these never happen, when you recognize that one, when you experience that one, when you discover your oneness with that one, sahabashyati, you are the vision developed, seeing developed, seer you are. You are the visionary. You are the true visionary. In the same way, Vinashyatsu we can add. and a friend came. Consciousness did not come in my life, it was there. Friend went away, left you. Consciousness चला गया क्या? Success came, failure came, and a profit came, loss came. They are all coming and going, but consciousness is not coming and going. In the same way, at the mind level, anger is coming, consciousness not come with it, it was already. Anger gone, consciousness nahi gaya. Prem आया, प्रेम गया. शत्रु भाव आ गया, मित्र भाव आया, गया. Consciousness is not coming and going. Finally, I am becoming sukhi. Consciousness not came, it was already there. I became dukhi now, sukh chala gaya. Consciousness did not go away. You understand now? Vinashyatsu avinashyantam. इन द सेम वे हंसी मजाक में आपके घने बाल थे, दैट हैज डन नथिंग टू कॉन्शियसनेस. गंजे हो गए, कॉन्शियसनेस डिड नॉट गो अवे. You are very young and smart and handsome. Consciousness was not so. It was always the same. You became old, that doesn't mean that consciousness became old. That's the meaning of vinashyatsu avinashyantam. So you recognize it, it will be recognized as conscious existence. We are supplying in advance to you. It is conscious existence, which is samam, which is sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam, which is parameshwaram, which is vinashyatsu avinashyantam. Yapashyati. Who listens about it, who understands about it, who contemplates on it, who meditates on it, who realizes that that conscious existence is me, saha pashyati. Now he has realized, he is liberated from all bondages. This is the meaning of this beautiful shloka 28. What is the phala when I recognize this inner conscious self, the Parameshwara, the Samam? है ना? या पश्यति समश्यति, but फल क्या है? This is the verse number at 29 talk to us about. What is that? Samam pashyan hi sarvatra samavasthitam ishwaram. है ना? Sarvatra samam pashyan samavasthitam ishwaram pashyan. When I recognize that common denominator Paramatma staying in and through everything, including me, what will happen? Na hinasti atmana atmanam tato yati parangati. So one thing is he will not kill himself. Second is he reaches to the supreme abode, which was said earlier in 2-3 shlokas. है ना? यत् ज्ञात्वा अमृतम अश्नुते then sarvata martamanopi nasa bhuyo vijayate. These are the things tell us about the moksha sthiti. That is what is gained. That is the phala of seeing that real inner self, conscious existing self. So samam pashyani sarvatra samavasthitam ishwaram nahi nasti atmana atmana. Now it's a very pregnant, very deep, very detailed shloka. 2-3 minutes only I will share 1 or 2 thoughts with you. First thing is what we attend to. By not recognizing my own essential self, that Parameshwara, that Neya, that Purusha, that Kshetrajna. Do you know what I am doing? I am committing suicide. That's the meaning of Atmana Atmanam Hinasti. Atmana means अपने आप को, Atmana means अपने आप से, Hinasti means मार डालना. तो I kill myself is called as a suicide. So not recognizing the self is suicidal. सबसे बड़ा आत्महत्या महापापम. How? We told you 2 things. One is the direct meaning itself, is that you are not recognizing your own self. Therefore, it is as if it is not at all there because you are not recognizing. Therefore, it is being killed only. Second thing is what? Hinasti. By not recognizing the eternal self, I identify with the Deha Ityadi. But this Deha, every life, it is killed or not. Therefore, I, by becoming body, killing myself every life. I, by becoming my mind, killing every time. So, anything you consider as Atma other than the self, you will become your suicidal because they are not permanent things. Both meanings are told. Upadhis are dying and I identify the Upadhi, therefore I feel I am killing myself. Second is that real self is not recognized, therefore it is like killing only. As if it is not there to us. Like some stupid youngsters go to America and get settled there in a job, get married and have children, and almost they forget their parents in India only. As if parents are killed only for them. Killed means they are not there. Killing and not there is same, no, when they are not contacting at all. There are many like that. In the same way, not recognizing our real self is killing it, and identifying with the not self, which is going to get killed definitely, is also getting killed. That is the meaning of Atmana Atmanam Hinasti. When is that? When the real self is not known. But when the self is known, Na Hinasti Atmana Atmanam. He is not the Upadhis, therefore Upadhi's death is not his death. And he has identified the real self, which itself never dies. Therefore, he is not the suicidal person. He is not doing suicide. Means he is living eternally. So this is in contrast with Amrutam Ashnute, which was said 15 shlokas back. वहां जो अमृतम अश्नुते कहा और यहाँ कहा है नहीं नस्ति आत्मना आत्मानम, both are same. If you study both of them, the final thing is what? When I recognize the kshetrajna, the purusha, the agneya in me, I am becoming eternal. I am becoming amrita. When I am not recognizing it, I am killing myself. I am becoming mrita. One murti is real self is not known. Other murti is with the upadhi. Continuously I am dying because when they die, I die. दैट्स द एक्सपीरियंस. So, दोनों को कंबाइन करो तो ये सटल पॉइंट आपको समझ में आएगा. ऑल इन ऑल, यू बीइंग यंगस्टर्स इन योर ओन स्टडीज, एकेडमिक्स, एजुकेशन, नौकरी, पैसे कमाओ, इसमें रहते रहो, बट साथ में ये नॉलेज भी थोड़ा थोड़ा ऐड करना कि बियॉन्ड दिस सीन कॉमन लाइफ एज वी लिव लाइक एवरीवन, देयर इज वेरी सटल डिवाइन लाइफ आल्सो, divinity also in us. Any day, if not this life, at least next life, next life, we have to recognize it, identify with it. In that only there is immortality, there is liberation, there is freedom from all bondages. धीरे धीरे इस नॉलेज को ऐड करते जाए थोड़ा थोड़ा, maybe in 10 lives time you become more spiritual seeker than the seeker of the worldliness, which only makes you miserable here. After becoming purely spiritual seeker, surrendering to teacher, gurus, listening Shastra again and again, maybe 4 or 5 lives, the thing becomes very clear regarding what to achieve, how to achieve, which we are already discussing. But in what mood you are listening, are you able to catch or not, it's all subjective. I'm just telling if you are not able to catch anything, continue it for few lives. Then after 4 or 5 lives, subject pakka hoga. What is the subject pakka? The kshetrajna, the purusha, the gneyam alone is real. The kshetra and prakriti is only imagined projection. If I get identified in that, I am bound. But if I recognize my identity with the kshetrajna, I am liberated. This clarity will come to you, which we are talking already every day. That day it will come. Thereafter, really we do the sadhana of detaching from kshetra and prakriti and identity with the kshetrajna and purusha. Then the joy is infinite because purusha is infinite, blissful, इटर्नल, ऑल ऑफ दैट विल बी अवर अनुभूति. इसको हम बता नहीं सकते, बहुत बढ़िया रहता हो. So in this way, these two shlokas have given us perfectly the sixth sadhana, as if therefore see the divinity in everyone. Don't see those things which are continuously changing. See the common denominator and substratum, that is the Lord in everyone. ओके, इसलिए हमको कहते हैं पेड़ में भगवान को देखो, नदी में देखो, पहाड़ में देखो, पशुओं में, पक्षियों में, even to the snake poisonous, you offer milk on Nag Chaudhary. Why all that is told to us? To train ourselves to see divinity. Because with Indriyas, seeing Shabda, Sparsha, Prasagandha is very common. And getting attracted by them and getting lost in them is doubly common, like we are all. Therefore, the practice of seeing divinity everywhere. Along with that, when you study few chapters of Gita and Upanishads, the knowledge becomes stronger. With the strong knowledge, you will see that which is not seen by others. Others see what their indriyas show. You see that which you have learned from the Shastras. Such person is called as Yaha Pashyati Sapashyati. Great, na? Like what scientists sees in this world, physical or chemical scientists, I can't see. So, to what spiritual seer sees in this world, you and I cannot see. But when you learn these shastras and do sadhana, वो दृष्टि हमको भी आ जाती है. यही हमारा purpose है. Okay. Then comes now a question as if कि each one's upadhis are different. Therefore, each one, the Paramatma is different, functioning through them. Isn't it? Therefore, how can you say it is sama? There is Vishamata always. Because of the different upadhis, different doings. Clear? Now, to this doubt or question, what a great answer is given. 29th sloka or 30th one is of highest degree. मैं तो पूरा स्पष्टता से बताऊंगा. If you are able to catch it, catch it. That we'll do tomorrow at length. But the meaning is this much, which we have seen in the third chapter also. Huh? प्रकृतेव च कर्माणि क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा कर्ता हि विमनते तत्वैतु महाबाहो. Huh? Third chapter also it came. The 18th also it will come. Same thing is said here. In like it is in the presence of electricity, the filament in the bulb glows. Is the electricity making the bulb glow? No. So, who is the karta of everything? The bulb and filament only, not the electricity. In the same way, Prakriti is doing everything. Of course, in the presence of Purusha, Purusha is not the doer. Therefore, the question you have asked, okay, so many things the Purusha is doing through Upadhis, each one may different. How can you say is Sama? लाइक वन इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ओनली, रेडियो में आवाज के रूप में, टीवी में पिक्चर के रूप में, हीटर में हीट के रूप में, बल्ब में लाइट के रूप में, फैन में पंखा. हाउ मेनी वेज इट इज एक्सप्रेसिंग? हाउ डू यू से द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज कॉमन इन ऑल? द आंसर इज electricity never does all that, my dear friend. Electricity is just equally present everywhere. It is the equipments which in its presence do their respective jobs. So, taking the consciousness in me, my eyes see. Taking the consciousness in me, my nose smells. Consciousness is not smelling or seeing. It is just undoer, non-doer of everything. And he is Sama in everyone. If we are able to that way discriminate between the Prakriti, the doer, the Purusha, undoer, you have really got the knowledge of it. But it's all not only theory, on the meditational seat we can reach to. Like example of magnet. Magnet वहाँ है, बस the aerial findings run करके आते हैं. So in the presence of conscious self, all are working. The self is not the doer of anything, the pure self. But when I become the doer by identifying with them, then I am called Jiva. Such Jiva suffers. है कि नहीं? Like a person made a good house of his own. So much identified with that. थोड़ा खरोच भी आ गया उसको, he becomes so miserable. But he himself, when he wants to make a better house, himself orders for the breaking of that whole house. How? But now he is not attached. And each of the floor, when it is broken, he feels happy. Why? Because he is no more attached to that building. Their building is constructed, gave happiness, building destroyed, gave misery, or the other way around. Depends on your attachment or attachment to it. He is called Jiva. What about pure conscious self? In his presence, things are happening. He is untouched. Clear? These things. Tomorrow I'll talk more on this 30th shloka. In that way, we have how many more in this chapter? 35 हो गए तो 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 6 दिन 6 क्लास हो जाएगा. तो on Ramanavami day, 13th chapter will be over. We'll enter into Gunatraya Bhaga 14. Not Ramanavami, Rama Prana Pratishtha day. So I thank you for your patient audience. Prakrutyaiva cha karmani क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः यः पश्यति तथात्मानम् अकर्तारं स पश्यति. Two things to be seen. Sarvasha karmani prakritiya kriyamānāni. Then what about the Atma? Akarta. He is not the doer. The one who sees this very clearly, himself identify with that non-performing pure self, he is moksha. Prakriti is dancing, it is doing. That much detachment he has done from the Prakriti, and he is staying there in and through Prakriti everywhere, allowing the Prakriti to work, but he is not the doer. Very, very powerful shlokas, these are all. Right now, you started in 2, 3, 4 lives' time. If you continue listening, all these things start becoming very clear first in your understanding. Why 2 lives? You are a very youngster, 20 साल के हो, अभी से कोशिश करो, अगले 30-40 साल में पूरा पिक्चर आपका क्लियर हो जाएगा. But to that extent, you have to study deeply Shastras, contemplate. Like a child or youngster wanting to crack through the IAS or anything, कैसे 16-18 घंटे daily पढ़ेगा? In that way, the one who studies Shastras, contemplates, to him in one life only, all these can be understood. Choice is yours. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now we have to do Valmiki Ramayanam. In that, after Naraji was asked by Valmiki ji, having narrated 16 values, is there anybody in this contemporary world bearing all these values? To that, Naraji himself answers, adds so many great divine qualities, and then says, with all these qualities endowed, definitely there is somebody. He is called as Rama, born in Ikshvaku Vamsha. Clear? Now, what we will do today? Straight away, chanting 78 slokas, and in the 8th shloka, Bhagavan's good divine qualities are enumerated. We studied one yesterday, we'll continue. Okay? Om Avadam Apahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokaviramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane ओमत श्रीमद्वाल्मीकि रामायणं बालकांडं प्रथम सर्ग श्रीरामचंद्र स्वामिनः दिव्य गुणानां वर्णन श्रीरामचरित्र संक्षिप्त वर्णनम ओम सप्तम श्लोकः अष्टम श्लोकः ओम बहवो दुर्लभाश्चैव ये त्वया कीर्तिता गुणाः मुने वक्ष्याम्यहं बुद्ध्वा तैर्युक्तः श्रूयतां नरः इक्ष्वाकुवंशप्रभवः रामो नाम जनैः श्रुतः नियतात्मा महावीर्यः द्युतिमान् धृतिमान् वशी. तो वेन नारद जी को वाल्मीकि जी ने पूछा, वाल्मीकि जी को नारद जी में कह रहे हैं कि बहवः दुर्लभाः च एव ये त्वया कीर्तिताः गुणाः, ये गुणाः त्वया कीर्तिताः, those great qualities which are enumerated by you, बहवः दुर्लभाः. So many qualities you mentioned. One, two qualities finding in the people also difficult. All of them in one person, though, more difficult only. Even then, Mune Vakshami Aham, still I'll tell you, Buddha, by remembering in my mind, Tair Yukta Naraha. Is there anybody Nara Yukta with all of these qualities? Shruyatam, you listen. In that way, just our his own mind and memory, as if Narad just scanned. In that, the picture of Sri Rama came. लाइक ऑन द यूट्यूब एंड ऑन गूगल, जो चाहे आप सर्च करते हो सब मिल जाता है. अब ये ऋषि मुनियों को अपना मनोबुद्धि ही गूगल है. एनीथिंग ऑफ द यूनिवर्स ऑफ द टाइम पास्ट प्रेजेंट फ्यूचर सब उनको चाहते ही प्रकट हो जाता है. सो ही सेड नो बुद्धवा Bhutva Vakshami, having remembered, I tell you, he just, when he focused, he came to know the picture of Rama came in front of him. Now he says, now the words are of again Sri Naraji. He says, Ikshvaku Vamsha Prabhavaha. There is someone who is born in the Ikshvaku Vamsha, who is got all these qualities. And his name, as if nothing about Rama is known, Narad is introducing and Valmiki doesn't know. He was only doing the hunting and all. Somehow the Rama ulta diya gaya, mara, uska jap karte हुए, he became purified, qualified. Now Narad ji came, he is giving the knowledge. Who is he now? Ikshvaku Vamsha Prabhavaha. What is his name? Oh, Ramo Nama Janaihi Shrutaha. By all the people, he is addressed as Rama. He is born in the Ikshvaku Vamsha. He is the one who has got all these qualities. Now, the position of Valmiki ji, position of you and I are same. Before we started this class, we know just by name Lord Rama, but did we ever know whole Rama story and his divine qualities? No. Now Narad is narrating to Valmiki ji. Valmiki is coming to know, going to know. He is going to know, coming to know. We are also being discussing here. We are also slowly coming to know. These are the qualities in Rama because of which he is so great and divine. Okay. Now after the 16 values of Rama told by, after 16 values told by Valmiki ji, Narad is saying that they are all in Rama. He will add more values of Rama, more qualities of Rama. Among them, the 17th one yesterday we saw Niyata Atma. Bhagavan Rama is Niyata Atma, means who is fully controlled all his Atma of body, mind, senses, Indriyas. Clear? Buddhi, Niyata Atma, controlled. And because of the control, there is perfect discipline. Wherever we control our faculties, there is a chance of disciplining them. Like I control the horse, then I discipline it. I control the car, then discipline it to take where I want. So disciplined also is the meaning of the word Niyatatma. And the one who controls his faculties and disciplined, any goal he keeps in mind, he will be able to achieve it. I'm telling all this, how Rama achieved all the successes. Same is for you and me, become Niyatatma. The opposite of it is Aniyatatma, all body, senses, mind, everyone you have not cared, uncontrolled. कभी भी खाता है, कभी भी सोता है, कुछ भी खाता है, कुछ भी काम करता है, कहीं भी जाता है, मन कहीं भी फंसाता है, किसी भी टाइम टीवी देख के गया, दोस्तों से, this is called Aniyata. There is no regulation, control of anything. Kavada, kachade ka kunda, dumping yard is our personality. How such a fellow can think of any goal, work for it and achieve? He is not a fellow, he is a buffalo only. Like buffet, when it is put, anything we eat like buffalo. That's why we are called buffalo only. Look at the world as buffet, and like a buffalo, we graze everything without niyatatmata. तो भगवान राम ऐसा नहीं है, नियतात्मा. So the speech he knows where to speak, what to speak, how much to speak. More than that, when to not speak, when to stop. I give one example of niyatatma with regard to speech. So to the actions, so to the looks, so to the thoughts. Everything of Rama is niyata. All his atma means personality layers are fully under his own control. Okay, niyatatma. Yesterday we saw now Mahavirya. Okay, earlier it was called Virya. Okay, Gunavan, Kasha, Viryavan. Now here Maha word is added. Maha, whenever you say, it means uncalculable. It is in a incalculable, infinite form. It is called as Mahaviri, like Atma. What Atma is identified with everyone, therefore Mahatma. Jnani. Kitna Jnana? Both Jnani. Say Mahajnani. Kavi. How great is his Kavitva? You can't calculate, therefore Mahakavi. Rishi. What type of Rishi? Great Rishi, therefore Maha Rishi. So to Bhagavan is Mahavirya, not ordinary Virya. Why Mahavirya? We have told you. 14 years जंगल में रहना, जाकर रावण को वहां मारना, लाखों राक्षसों को भी, again 11,000 years ruling the kingdom with dharma so much that every praja loved him. When he had to go and leave the world, every praja asked only one thing, हमको भी आपके साथ ले जाओ. But they loved his ruling so much. भगवान ने कहा हाँ, every of the Ayodhya Vasins got moksha. Today we are studying that in our evening Adhyatma Ramayana class. Today nahi, kal parso. That topic has started. Bhagavan Rama's Mahaprasthana. Now you understood Mahavirya, why Rama is. In Chutmut Ghatna mein 14,000 Rakshasas he killed or finished in 4 or 5 hours of time. That's called Mahavirya. 14 years he was in jungle with Kandamula Phala, not under any roof or shelter, only under the trees. Is it not the Mahavirya? This is what the meaning of Mahaviryata of Rama. Niyatatma Mahavirya. Again, third one is Dyutiman. Because of these two, Bhagavan is Dyutiman. Remember, jitna knowledge zyada hai, jitna divine qualities we have, the more we are disciplined in ourselves, the better we perform in the world with good values. So much of the Dyuti Kanti expresses in our personality. The other way, only tamoguni, bhogi, nidralu, with all negative qualities, no control of any faculties, devotion is zero, values are zero, knowledge is zero. It is not Dutiman, he is a dull-witted person. He is so dull that his presence is not recognized by anyone. That's the meaning of Dyutiman about Rama. Then Dhrutiman and Vashi. Two more are there. These things we'll see tomorrow. So Niyadatma, Mahavirya, Dhyutiman, Dhrutiman, Vashi. 5. तो 16 फिर 5 ये मिलकर 21 हो गए. Like that, few more shlokas. I think they run up to 45 or 50 total. Let us make a count. Today we stop here. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shantimapniyat Shanto Muccheda Vandebhyah Muktaschanyanu असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय ओम पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परम ऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, श्री रामायण महाशास्त्र की जय, श्री वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय, श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, श्री गीता माता की जय, श्री वेदव्यास भगवान की जय, बोलो भाई सब सुंदर की जय, रघुनाथ महाराज की जय, आज के आनंद की जय। नमः पार्वती मते हर महादेव हर, सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद, जानकी जीवन स्मृति जय राम राम। अम्बे आदि शक्ति गीता माता की जय। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक की जय, युवा मंडल की जय, भारत माता की जय, सनातन धर्म की जय, वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय, आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय, मोक्ष धाम अयोध्या पुरी की जय, श्री राम भगवान की जय। Only one more week, Rama Prana Pratishtha will be happening. Let us invite or invoke grace of Rama and pray that the program happens so greatly beautifully. Once again to all of you, Makara Sankranti, congratulations, wishes and prayers. Thanks all. Hmm, hmm. Yeah.